G'day guys and welcome back to Red Leader 1. Today we're going to take a visit back to my old channel, which is called Primal Waters now. Prior to that, it was my main Red Leader 1 channel that I started back in 2008 with my Star Wars YouTube videos. A couple of years ago I made the decision to change it to a different direction, but a lot of my old Star Wars videos are still on that channel. And today we're going to have a look at a video I did back in 2016. It's me talking about what Black Series 6-inch vehicles I would like to see in the future. So this is actually quite interesting, and I'll be quiet now and you take a listen to this video.
G'day Star Wars fans, I'm Malcolm and welcome to my Star Wars channel Red Leader 1. In my last video we talked about what Star Wars the Black Series 6-inch figures we would like to see in the future. Now today I'm going to talk about what vehicles in the Black Series 6-inch line would be cool to be released this year or in the following years. It seems Hasbro are going to be releasing the type of vehicle which movie is released that year, and seeing it's Rogue One and...
Well, unfortunately we never got the 6-inch vehicles for every movie that was released for Star Wars, so I was wrong there.
It's in the classic era of Star Wars. There might be some familiar vehicles that we're used to seeing being made into the 6-inch line. So what I've picked a few vehicles out, but you guys in the comment section down below, you can let me know and let other Star Wars fans know what type of vehicle would you love to see made into the 6-inch line. So the first one is the Snowspeeder. Would love to see this.
So there you go. Back in 2016, the Snowspeeder from Empire Strikes Back was one of the vehicles I thought Hasbro would look at in the 6-inch line. The vehicle's not as big as the TIE Fighters or X-Wing. It's in a nice size for a Black Series figure. Not too big, not too small. And I'm glad I was right with that, because the speeder that they have released is absolutely fantastic.
Made into a 6-inch vehicle. Like in my figure prediction, or not prediction, figures that I would like to see, I've picked Luke Skywalker in Hoth flight suit. Now that'd be a really good idea for the vehicle. The Snowspeeder is not very a large vehicle, so it's a good size vehicle to be made in the 6-inch line, and I might keep that price down a bit lower than what the First Order TIE fighter.
So I even suggested the Luke Skywalker in Hoth flight suit as well. So quite interesting. I will link this video in the description bar down below. It's one of my older videos which I did back in 2016. It's on my old channel, which is called now Primal Waters. But if you want to go watch the original video, I'll link that down below. But we'll continue with this video.
What it was. So a Snowspeeder would be really cool. The next one would be really awesome to actually have as a vehicle, and this is the AT-ST. This would be really cool in a 6-inch vehicle line. I guess last year we had the First Order, so I'm kind of assuming we'll probably get a Rebel vehicle, but an AT-ST in 6-inch line would be.
So we're only a few years away for the 40th anniversary for Return of the Jedi, and my prediction for the next 6-inch Black Series vehicle would be the AT-ST. So I guess we'll have to wait for that and see if I'm correct.
Really cool. So I guess it'll be about the same size as a TIE Fighter, height-wise, maybe a little bit bigger. But yeah, that'll be very interesting. The next one is the X-Wing. I kind of assume that the X-Wing we might actually get this year for Rogue One. We do know in the past they brought out a very large X-Wing. I can't remember what company made that, but it was probably a really cheap.
Now, I would like to see 6-inch X-Wing, but I think it'll be way too big. Just as the First Order TIE TIE fighter would be. So a 6-inch X-Wing, I think it'd be way too big.
Version, but the size of it is something that we'll probably would get in the 6-inch line. I'm kind of thinking that might have been a test for it, for the test sculpt, and maybe the X-Wing could be the vehicle we see this year for Rogue One. So be very, very big. Very big. So you're going to have to make some room for that one if they do the X-Wing. Right, the A-Wing. This will be really cool. Same as the Snow Speeder, not large, smaller than the X-Wing.
Now, I reckon if it's not the ATST for the new 6-inch Black Series vehicle for the anniversary of Return of the Jedi, I think possibly the A-Wing would be another vehicle that would be pretty cool in the 6-inch line.
It'll be a good size for a 6-inch line. And A-Wings are pretty cool. So we could get the blue A-Wing from Rebels, or we can get the traditional red A-Wing that we used to in Return of the Jedi. So now this is a prequel vehicle. I actually like the V-Wing. It's quite a nice looking vehicle. Same as the A-Wing, it's not a very large ship, and so it'd be a good size for a 6-inch line vehicle. So now this one would be good, but I can't see this happening. The Republic Gunship. Now this thing will be huge. So yeah, I can't see this happening, but yeah, that'll be very good. Can you imagine stacking all your 6-inch clone troopers in that? That'd be really cool. Another vehicle from the classics is the Y-Wing. So very cool ship. Be about the same size as the X-Wing in lengthwise. So you would need to have plenty of room to display this guy. So, and last of all, now the chances of this ever happening is slim, but you never know. AT-AT. Can you imagine an AT-AT in the 6-inch line? Man, that would be huge. That would be big.
All right, guys. The AT-AT would be absolutely amazing vehicle for the 6-inch line, but can you just imagine how big that thing would be? I can't see it happening. But anyway, guys, that was a look back at a video I did in 2016 on Black Series 6-inch vehicles that we could possibly see in the future. The Snow Speeder we did get. And my other kind of predictions are for the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary, the AT-ST or the A-Wing. But a few other ones there I like the V-Wing, or even some of the Jedi Starfighters as well would be really cool. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I will link the original video on my old Red Leader 1 channel, so if you want to go check that out for yourself. Drop a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on 6-inch vehicles that you would like to see in the future released by Hasbro. Alright guys, thank you. Remember to hit that like button, share this video, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Until next time, may the Force be with you. Always.